Fox 10 News at 7 a.m. continues.
Just ahead on Fox 10 News, it has been 6 months since the attacks on the World Trade Center and the Pentagon. Today, Americans remember. Plus, the U.S. continues its fight against terrorism. We have the latest coming up. And he's one of America's most wanted, and he's been right here in the Port City. Coming up, we'll tell you how you can help capture him. Jason?
We're here to help you plan your day today with your Fox 10 News Day Planner, and we're looking at temperatures as warm as 67 degrees by 3 o'clock this afternoon, but we have some rain showers approaching the area by tonight, and it could be very, very wet this evening and into tonight and even into the day tomorrow. So we'll have your forecast coming up. Good morning, and thanks for waking up with Fox 10 News. I'm Jason Smith.
And I'm Nancy Pierce. Your news at 7 a.m. begins right now. And coming your way first on Fox 10 News this hour, today marks the anniversary of a day we will never forget. 6 months ago, September 11th of last year, terrorism made its way to the U.S. when hijackers crashed planes into the Pentagon and the World Trade Center, killing nearly 3,000 Americans. Today, folks will gather at Ground Zero to remember those lost. Fox's Allison Camerata is there. She joins us now with more.
Recovery teams are still working around the clock here at Ground Zero. They're clearing away debris and searching for victims' bodies as they have every day for the past 6 months. It's still a shock, even 6 months later, to see the World Trade Center, a symbol of American strength and success, the target of a terrorist attack. Little more than an hour after hijacked planes crashed into the towers, they collapsed, taking the lives of 2,830 people with them and showering debris over lower Manhattan. As emergency crews scrambled to help survivors,
get in, let's go. Get in.
Mayor Rudy Giuliani emerged from the dust to become an international hero.
The city of New York and the United States of America is much stronger than any group of barbaric terrorists.
Praised for his handling of 9/11, Giuliani's shadow still looms large as his successor, Michael Bloomberg, inherits the task of rebuilding lower Manhattan and maintaining the morale of New Yorkers. The gaping hole of Ground Zero is a constant reminder of the attacks. Crews have removed 1.25 million tons of steel and concrete, still searching for victims' remains. Fearing future attacks, several downtown companies announced they're relocating to New Jersey. Others, undaunted, are rebuilding and reopening.
I am so pleased that we're back.
The destruction of the World Trade Center left a void in the city's skyline. Now, 6 months later, 2 columns of light will illuminate the night sky, a reminder of the buildings that once stood and a memorial to those who died. Now, at 8:30 this morning, police officers from every one of the 76 precincts around the city will gather in front of their buildings and read aloud the names of the 23 NYPD officers who lost their lives here on September 11th. Then, at 8:46 a.m., at the exact moment that the first plane flew into the first tower, the mayor of New York, Michael Bloomberg, will hold a citywide memorial service to remember everyone who lost their lives here at Ground Zero 6 months ago. At Ground Zero, Allison Camerata, Fox News.
All right, thanks a lot, Allison. While Americans are remembering those killed in the 9/11 attacks, U.S. soldiers are fighting to avenge their deaths and to ensure Americans their freedom. Operation Anaconda is being hailed as a success, but there is still no word of the whereabouts of Osama bin Laden. U.S. warplanes continue to pound the eastern Afghan mountains where al-Qaeda rebels are hiding. U.S. leaders say the fight will continue until all al-Qaeda fighters have been eliminated. Meantime, hundreds of U.S. soldiers are back from the front lines, resting from their 8-day battle. Well, President Bush is trying to put the economy back on track. Mr. Bush signed a new economic stimulus package into law Saturday during a ceremony at the White House Rose Garden. He says the new law will also extend unemployment benefits and boost manufacturing and technology. President Bush also announced $5 billion in tax breaks for New York City residents. He says the decision is another step toward helping the city recover from the September 11th attacks. Well, the FBI needs your help to find a murder suspect, and he's been seen right here on Fox's America's Most Wanted. And until Friday, he may have been working as a waiter at a downtown Mobile restaurant. That story is this morning's Crime Tracker report. Take a good look at these pictures. This is 22-year-old Christopher Fagan of Carson City, California. He's accused of stabbing and shooting his ex-girlfriend's parents last month. Less than 12 hours after Fagan was seen on America's Most Wanted, the FBI was knocking at the door at Spot of Tea, a downtown restaurant on Dauphin Street. Someone had called saying they had seen him there.
I really got suspicious when he didn't show up because I had told him that Friday being payday, I was going to have to turn in his Social Security number and driver's license number and all that.
Moore says Fagan worked at Spot of Tea for 10 days and was always on time for work. He said Fagan wanted to work for cash or food. Fox 10 News was told Fagan was living in a loft apartment on Dolphin Street, not far from Spot of Tea. He's still wanted by the FBI, so if you've seen him, call your local police or FBI right away. A Gulf Coast family is making plans to bury a loved one killed when she was hit by a car. The accident happened at the intersection of Moffett and Glenwood Roads on Highway 98 just before 2 o'clock yesterday morning. State troopers tell Fox 10 News Beatrice Wheeler was walking along the road when she was hit. No charges have been filed against the driver. Residents in another neighborhood say a little boy was hit by a car and they're wondering what is being done about it. Witnesses say someone driving a yellow Lincoln Continental struck the child while he was riding his bike in the Glen Valley apartment complex. The boy was taken to USA Children's and Women's Hospital. Police have not yet released a report on the incident. If you have any information, call the Mobile Police Department.
First weather on Fox 10 News.
Well, it's a little bit cool outside this morning, but we're warming up with some of that sunshine mixing in with some of the clouds around the area right now. 33 degrees starting out the day in Evergreen, 31 in Crestview, but quickly warming up into the 60s today. That's what the forecast is for today. 43 right now in Pensacola. Let's see what's going on around the area. Looking at our satellite picture around the region here on Fox 10 News this morning. We have some clouds around the area, kind of hit or miss, mid-level cloud cover around Mobile, back up towards Jackson, Mississippi. We have some rain actually coming out of the clouds up here in Mississippi, and that's what will be heading our way throughout the day today and into the evening. The rain will probably arrive sometime around 6 o'clock or so, and then we'll see a pretty good rainfall event tonight and into the day on Tuesday. Here's your Fox 10 News Futurecast, and this will kind of show us what to expect throughout the day. Increasing cloud cover from west to east as that system approaches. That's back into Texas and Louisiana, bringing the rainfall into Mississippi by about noon, and then into our area by 8 o'clock tonight. And we'll see some warmer temperatures as the winds will turn around out of the south. So it will be fairly mild this afternoon and fairly mild in the extended forecast. For today, about 67 in Mobile, 65 in Gulf Shores, a little bit cooler right along the beaches. Water temperatures out there about 59 degrees, kind of modifies the air just a little bit. And clouds will be increasing throughout the day. Showers late in the day, about 68 in the inland areas. An east wind at about 10 miles an hour for today. Showers and thunderstorms, some could become heavy at times with temperatures around 50 degrees, maybe even a little bit cooler than that in the inland areas tonight. Wind out of the southeast at about 10. So a wet forecast for tonight. And then in your Fox 10 News 5-day forecast, we're looking at temperatures warming up into the 70s throughout the week after this system pulls out on Tuesday. A little bit chilly Tuesday night and into Wednesday, but then warming up into the middle 50s for overnight lows by the end of the week. 58 for an overnight low, kind of balmy. Spring-like weather approaching the Gulf Coast for the second half of the week.
Do you think we'll have another cold snap like we did last week?
I've had a lot of people ask me that, and we had 2 real severe Arctic air outbreaks.
We sure did.
But I don't think we're going to see any more. At least I hope not.
Me too. Got to get those plants in the ground.
Definitely.
All right, first birthdays are coming up right after the break. Plus, gas prices are on the rise again. Find out how this may affect your next summer trip.
And more folks are working in the U.S. Fox's Terry Keenan takes a look at the business headlines coming up next.
Fox 10 News at 7 a.m. continues in just 2 minutes. We'll be right back.
Meteorologist John Ed Thompson. Trusted, reliable, accurate. Only on Fox 10 News.
We are sending out a happy first birthday greeting to Michaela Marie Mosley. Take a look at Michaela. A happy first birthday to you. Nothing like being a 1-year-old. And if you have a baby that's about to celebrate that first birthday, just send the baby's picture, name and birthday to P.O. Box 1548, Mobile, Alabama 36633. You can also email all the information to jhenderson@wala.ms.com. And it is now 7:11. The last time you went to the pumps, you may have noticed gas prices seemed lower, but a new study says gas prices may still be on the rise. According to a new survey, gas prices have jumped almost 9 cents a gallon. Some experts say the tensions in the Middle East may be to blame and believe prices will continue to go up as summer grows closer. The average price per gallon nationwide is about $1.25 right now. Well, jurors in Atlanta are trying to decide whether a convicted killer should live or die. Former 1960s radical H. Rap Brown was convicted Saturday of shooting and killing a sheriff's deputy in Atlanta 2 years ago. Brown, who is now a spiritual leader, goes by the name Jamil Abdullah Alamin. His attorneys say Alamin was a victim of mistaken identity.
Stocks will open in positive territory this morning, and new reports show more people are working in the U.S.
Fox's Terry Keenan takes a look at all your top business news in this morning's Fox Means Business Report.
Stocks finish out the week with solid gains. Let's get straight to the numbers. The Dow picking up 47 points, up 213 for the week. The Nasdaq jumping 48. It gained 126 points this week, and the S&P 500 adding 6 points on the day. Good news on the jobs front. The unemployment rate dipped last month as the economy cranked out new jobs. It's the first time that's happened since last July. A different story for workers at bankrupt Kmart. It's closing 284 stores in 40 states, a move that will wipe out 22,000 jobs. And another 1,600 jobs on the chopping block at Global Crossing. This on top of 800 workers getting the axe of the telecom giant on Friday. The stock is down 99% in the last year, trading for just pennies on the dollar. Sun Microsystems is suing Microsoft for more than $1 billion. It's accusing the software giant of anti-competitive behavior. Sweet returns, though, for Krispy Kreme donuts. Investors making some dough after earnings nearly doubled in the latest quarter, topping Wall Street estimates. Shares of Krispy Kreme are up 160% from their low, cooking up $1.6 billion in profits for investors. A big battle is brewing between biotech giants Biogen and Cereno. This after Cereno won FDA approval to market a rival multiple sclerosis drug. Cereno makes Ribif, which competes with Biogen's Avonex. Cereno says it hopes to capture about 25% of the U.S. market. The news pushed shares of Biogen down 8%. It had been down even more before cutting those losses. As for Cereno, it jumped 13%, boosting its market value by about $1.7 billion. And that is a look at business. I'm Terry Keenan.
Well, thanks, Terry. It is now 7:14. After the break, we'll tell you about the Fairhope Arts and Crafts Show, an annual event that draws thousands of people, and it's always a great show.
I was out there last year, really nice. But before we go, here's a look at what's up along the Gulf Coast.
The Fox 10 News Storm Tracker. Precision that's trusted, reliable, accurate. Only on Fox 10 News.
Good morning to everyone. Finals of the SEC tournament in Atlanta between Mississippi State and 8th-ranked Alabama yesterday. Tied, playing for their first tournament title in over 10 years and a possible top seed in the NCAA tournament. Early on, down 4, Rock Broussard to Mo Williams. Inside to Kenny Walker, who will throw it down over 2. 4-2, and Bama was down 5 at the break. Second half tied on the roll. Williams to Broussard on the business end of that alley-oop. Broussard was 17. Game tied at 35, and they're loving it. Now, late in the game, Bama clinging to the lead. Timmy Bowers will load up. Timmy Bowers will drop that 3 right there. They got the lead, and they never gave it back. Talking about Mississippi State as they win the SEC tournament for the first time since 1996, 61-58 the final. So where's Bama headed as far as the NCAA tournament goes? Bama's heading to Greenville, South Carolina. They're the second seed in the South region behind Duke. The Tide will roll into the upstate of Carolina, taking on Florida Atlantic in the first round later this week. Duke will play Winthrop University, just for your information. And these guys should look pretty good going into their SEC doing well. They got 6 teams into the tournament this year. Talk more about that later on this week. NDBL action for you now. Columbus and Mobile over at the Civic Center last night. Rutgers started the day a game and a half ahead of Huntsville for the fourth and final playoff spot. Third quarter, we're tied at 42. This guy wants to see somebody eat somebody's lunch. Well, Rashard Phillips will do that, dropping off the John Strickland kiss off the glass. Rebels up 2-16 on the day for Big John. Then Phillips says, never mind, John, I can handle this for myself. Backing up, falling away, dropping the J. 21 for Rashard, but it wasn't enough. River Dogs do Huntsville a favor. They take out Mobile. It's 85-76. Those are your numbers. All right, on the links, former amateur champ Matt Kuchar got his very first PGA win yesterday, taking the Honda Classic. Shot a 66 to finish at 19 under, 2 shots better than Brad Faxon. On the diamond yesterday, Loyola and Spring Hill going at it. Badgers playing a rare Sunday game. Bottom four is where we are. Hill down 2-0. One on. This is Grant Allenback ripping one pass short. Adam Dianella will score to cut the lead down to 1, but that's as close as the Badgers would get on this day. Took 10 innings, but it was Loyola taking this one in 10, 7-6, the final score. And it was South Alabama exploding, I'm about to explode myself, for 8 runs in the 6th to take care of Nicholls State. 16-7, they get the weekend split. Excuse me. Anyway, that is sports for you. Hope you have a great morning. Take care of yourself. Be good. Have yourself a great Monday, and I'm out of here.
Meteorologist Jason Smith. Accurate and reliable. Only on Fox 10 News.
Well, it's a little bit cool outside this morning, but we're warming up fairly quickly as the winds are shifting out of the east and out of the southeast throughout the day today. And we're seeing a little bit of sunshine around the area right now. 34 now in Evergreen, now above freezing there, so most of the frost is melting. 39 in Crestview, 44 in Mobile. We only made it down to about 40 last night in Mobile, so most of the plants were okay around the area, especially to the south around Pensacola and Mobile, where we were above freezing overnight. Here's what we have for today in the forecast. Looking at your satellite picture here on Fox 10 News this morning, we've got some rain back into Mississippi coming out of the clouds back around Jackson, Mississippi. That'll all be heading our way. We're kind of in a break in the cloud cover right now, so we are seeing a little bit of sunshine early this morning, and that'll help warm us up into the 60s for today. As warm as 68 degrees inland, about 65 along the coast. Winds out of the east at about 10 miles an hour. The showers moving in late in the day, and by tonight it looks pretty wet. Forecast for tonight, about 80% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Some of those storms could be heavy at times. Temperatures in the 50s. The wind will be out of southeast at about 10. Could be a little bit gusty around some of those showers and thunderstorms. And then rain still on Tuesday and clearing out on Wednesday. The temperatures are going to be great towards the end of the week, Nancy. We're going to be in the middle 70s. Good beach weather for the spring breakers, and good spring weather to get out in the garden or mess around in the yard.
Exactly. Go for a walk, ride your bike, whatever. Right. Well, if you like bull riding, we have a treat for you. Fox 10 News is giving away passes and other neat stuff to this weekend's Professional Bull Riding Challenge Tour.
And we'll be giving away tickets to Friday's show only. It kicks off at 8 o'clock at the Mobile Civic Center.
In addition to tickets, each winner will also receive a prize pack, which includes 2 T-shirts and 2 hats.
We'll draw a winner daily beginning tomorrow.
Winner, just send us your name, address, and phone number to bullriding@fox10tv.com. And we still have tickets to this week's sneak preview of Fox's animated film, The Ice Age. Looks like a great movie.
It does. The movie takes you along the travels of 3 prehistoric animals as they search to find the family of a human infant during the Ice Age.
The passes are for Thursday, March 14th. That's this Thursday. The screening will be at the Windsong Theater on Schillinger's Road. Showtime is 7 o'clock.
And if you want to see the woolly mammoth and the saber-toothed tiger, all you have to do is be one of the first 5 callers. The number is on your screen. Give us a call at 1-800-434-9252.
All right, when we come back, we're getting you ready to a fabulous festival coming up this weekend. You don't want to miss it. Welcome back, 725, 47 degrees. A little history lesson for you. In 1953, Dwight D. Eisenhower was president. Average income, $4,000. A new car would have cost you about $2,600, and a loaf of bread was 16 cents. And get this, you could have bought a gallon of gas for 29 cents. Also, it was the year of the Fairhope, the very first Arts and Crafts Festival in Fairhope. Well, Times have changed. Prices have increased in a lot of areas. The festival just has gotten bigger and better. And joining me this morning to tell us about this year's festival is Julie Deco. Good morning.
Good morning. We are very excited this year. For one thing, it's the theme of the show. This is our 50th anniversary, and we're going to have a great 50s theme that's going on this year. It's going to be so much fun. We've got a lot of art. We've got 270 exhibitors this year.
Great.
They've come from Great Britain, from Canada, all over the world to come and participate in this Arts and Crafts Festival. And you can imagine it's the best art that you're going to see anywhere.
Exactly.
It starts Friday. We're going to open at 10 a.m. from 10 to 5. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You're going to want to wear comfortable shoes. There's a lot of walking to be done. Downtown Fairhope is a beautiful, beautiful place to celebrate spring, and that's what the Arts and Crafts Festival is all about, a big celebration of spring.
It has such a great reputation, has had such a great reputation, and continues to be incredible. So, of course, you're going to draw the best artists from around the world.
Right. I mean, people are competing. Every open spot that they can get, everybody's wanting to be a part of this festival. There's great art. There's great entertainment that's going on. We don't want to forget the Baldwin Pops is going to be playing on the Bluff.
Oh, how fun.
Saturday night. So you want to bring a blanket, bring a picnic, sit down on the bluff, listen to the Baldwin Pops. On Saturday, Hank Becker will be playing. Sunday, Carrie Deacle, a freshman from McGill-Tulane, will be performing. We just have a lot of really great local artists that are going to be doing, and don't forget the great festival food.
What a way. I mean, everything rolled up into one, 3 days, which is great. Admission is free, so there is no charge, but you need to get, find a parking place and then just walk.
We want to encourage everybody to really go to the corner of Fairhope Avenue and Greeno Road.
Okay.
The Plantation Point Eastern Shore Shopping Center, they're all going to have Bratz is going to be running a shuttle to the festival for $1. And believe me, it's going to be well worth your dollar spent, because at the end of the day, after doing all that walking, you're not going to want to go for a hike to go find your car.
Exactly, exactly. It is wonderful. Julie, thank you so much. I know you have some artwork here, and I know it's going to be just a huge success, as always.
Well, we're real excited about it, and we hope that everybody comes out and has an opportunity to see what it's all about.
So that's your invitation. So be there, Fairhope, this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's 7:27. We'll be right back.
Fox 10 News at 7 a.m. continues.
As U.S. warplanes continue to pound the eastern mountains of Afghanistan looking for suspected terrorists. The latest in the war on terrorism, straight ahead. And Americans pause to reflect on those killed in the deadliest attacks on American soil. We'll take you to a live ceremony coming up.
And we're looking at mostly cloudy skies today with some showers late in the day. Actually, some sunshine early today, and clouds will be increasing throughout the day. And the rain will move in for tonight. We'll talk about how much rain we think we're going to see and help you plan the rest of your week with the Fox 10 News 5-day forecast. That's coming up next.
Hello, everyone, and thanks for keeping it right here on Fox 10 News. I'm Nancy Pierce.
And I'm Jason Smith. Your news at 7 a.m. continues right now.
And headed your way first on Fox 10 News this half hour. It has been 6 months since the horrific attacks that brought down the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center in New York and part of the Pentagon in Washington. Today, the United States remembers the lives of those lost. Machines, men, and women continue to work countless hours clearing debris from what is now known as Ground Zero. In the days following the September 11th attacks, thousands of volunteers lined up waiting to help in recovery efforts. This morning at 7:46 our time, folks here in the U.S. and across the world will pause to remember those killed in the attacks. Just ahead on Fox 10 News, we will go live to New York for that moment of silence. While Americans are remembering those killed in the 9/11 attacks, U.S. soldiers are fighting to avenge those deaths and to ensure Americans their freedom. Operation Anaconda is being hailed as a success, but there is still no word of Osama bin Laden. U.S. warplanes continue to pound the eastern Afghan mountains where al-Qaeda rebels were hiding. U.S. leaders say the fight will continue until all al-Qaeda fighters have been eliminated. Meantime, hundreds of U.S. soldiers are back from the front lines, resting from their 8-day battle. Well, the FBI needs your help to find a murder suspect, and he's been seen right here on Fox 10's America's Most Wanted, and until Friday, he may have been working as a waiter at a downtown Mobile restaurant. That story is this morning's Crime Tracker report. Take a good look at these pictures. 22-year-old Christopher Fagan of Carson City, California. There he is. He is accused of stabbing and shooting his ex-girlfriend's parents last month. Fagan has been spotted in our area. Someone called the FBI and said they saw him at a Spot of Tea, a downtown restaurant on Dolphin Street. He's still wanted by the FBI, so if you've seen him, call your local police or FBI right away. A Gulf Coast family is making plans to bury a loved one killed when she was hit by a car. The accident happened at the intersection of Moffett and Glenwood Roads off Highway 98 just before 2 o'clock yesterday morning. State troopers tell Fox 10 News Beatrice Wheeler was walking along the road when she was hit. No charges have been filed against the driver. We also want to tell you about a road closing today, which may affect your daily commute for a while. The intersection of Leroy Stevens and Dawes Road closed today for repairs. The intersection will remain closed through April 1st, so you may want to find a different way to go. The Mobile County Commission has a new leader for the next year. Commissioner Freeman Jockish will now reside as president of the state's second largest county. Sam Jones is stepping down. The switch is part of an agreement between Jones, Jockish, and Commissioner Mike Dean, who have decided to hand over the position every 16 months.
First weather on Fox 10 News.
Well, it's a little bit cool outside this morning, but warming up very quickly. 44 degrees right now in Mobile, 34 in Evergreen, 45 in Pensacola. So we have some cool spots out there with temperatures still in the 30s. We should make it all the way to about 67 degrees for a high today. Really nice weather, but then the rainfall should move in by late in the afternoon and into the evening. It could be pretty wet and stormy tonight with some showers and thunderstorms around the area. Clouds are starting to advance towards the Gulf Coast. We do have a few breaks in that cloud cover this morning. That's why the sun is out right now, but clouds back to the west will start to fill on in and thicken up throughout the day. We'll see a slight chance of a shower late this afternoon, and then the rain will really move in for tonight. Chance of rain tonight about 80%. Here's your Fox 10 News Futurecast for today. We're looking at rainfall approaching from the west starting this evening, but by this morning still just right on the edge of the cloud cover this morning at 8 o'clock. But by noontime, you can really see the clouds starting to approach, the showers back into Mississippi. That will all be our weather for the evening hours tonight. About 8 o'clock, we're looking at rain, and it could be pretty heavy tonight. We'll just wait and see on that. Here's what we have on our forecast for today here on Fox 10 News this morning. 67 degrees in Neely, 68 in Chatham, 65 in Gulf Shores with clouds thickening up throughout the day and a chance of showers late in the day. Winds will be out of the east at about 10 miles an hour tonight. We're looking at showers and thunderstorms, heavy at times, about an 80% chance of rain for tonight. Rain is also likely for your Tuesday with temperatures around 70 degrees, and then we'll clear on out. We'll see partly cloudy skies Wednesday through Friday with the temperatures around 75 degrees, about 5 degrees above normal for this time of year. Normal high is about 70 degrees for this time of year, so we're right about on target, maybe a little bit warmer than that for this week, and really looking forward to the end of the week as we'll have some really mild temperatures around the area.
Sounds great to me. All right. It is now 7:35. A look at what's up is just ahead on Fox 10 News.
Plus, John List takes another look at your top business news.
And we'll tell you about a new virus that could cause your cell phone and you some serious problems. Don't go away.
The Fox 10 News Futurecast with meteorologist John Ed Thompson. Trusted, reliable, accurate. Only on Fox 10 News.
You can also fax it to us at 251-434-1023 or send us an email at fox10tv.com. Be sure to get it in at least 3 days in advance. And it is now 7:39. We've all heard about computer viruses, but what What about a cell phone virus? A new phone virus called the Trojan horse is running around, and it could have your phone doing extraordinary things. Computer experts say it could even have you phone the White House or the police with a bizarre hoax. The virus could also destroy the phone's operating software and erase your personal information. Right now, similar viruses are rampant in Europe and Japan, are infecting smartphones such as the Nokia Communicator and Motorola's Java phone. Experts say the best way to keep your phone from being affected is to install security software like firewalls. It was once reserved for internet servers. Well, investors are optimistic on Wall Street after news the unemployment rate is dropping. John Lisk has this in today's top business stories in this morning's Business Brief.
Stocks were on the upswing going into the weekend. The optimism appeared to be fueled by better than expected employment data that indicates the labor market is stabilized. The Dow picked up 47 points to 10,572. The Nasdaq gained 48 points to 1929. Fewer Americans were lining up at the unemployment office last month. According to the Labor Department, the jobless rate fell to 5.5% for February. The employment report also found that businesses added jobs for the first time since July. Analysts say the report is the strongest signal yet that the country's first recession in a decade is over. Kmart has announced that it will close 284 stores and cut 22,000 jobs from its payroll. It's all part of a restructuring plan as the company seeks to emerge from bankruptcy. Stores in 40 states and Puerto Rico will be affected. A spokesman for Kmart says more job cuts and closings are not out of the question. Sun Microsystems has filed an antitrust lawsuit against Microsoft. Sun claims Microsoft engaged in anti-competitive conduct when it shipped its Windows XP operating system without support for Sun's Java software. The network computer maker is seeking more than $1 billion in damages. That's the Business Brief. I'm John Lisk.
The time now is 7:41. Just ahead on Fox 10 News, we'll take you to a live ceremony to remember the victims of the September 11th attacks.
Plus, we'll show you how you can help with a good cause and get a little exercise as well. Fox 10 News continues in a moment. Stay with us.
Fox 10 News Crime Tracker. You'll know if crime is happening in your area. Only on Fox 10 News.
It is now 7:44, 16 minutes before 8 o'clock on this Monday. And how about putting on your walking shoes, your running shoes, and Saturday taking part in the MS Walk or Run? It is for a very good cause. It will help generate money for education and research. And joining me today is Pam McKeithen, who is a MS volunteer. And it's good to have you with us, Pam.
Good to be here. Thanks for asking.
Pam, why is this so important that people come out and support the walk?
MS is a disease that's invisible, but it affects 3.4 million people. About every hour, a new case is diagnosed. It is what they call a primetime disease. People in between 20 and 40 is usually who are involved.
Pam, when were you diagnosed?
I was diagnosed in 1996.
How has it changed as far as your lifestyle and just how has it changed you?
When I was diagnosed, I was working full-time. I'm not able to work anymore. I have to do things a little different. I walk with a cane, or if I'm long distance, I have to use a wheelchair. Things are a little bit different. With my family and kids and the medicine that is available now, it's all right. It could be worse. It could be a whole lot better with a cure.
Well, and they are doing things as far as a new medicine was just, the FDA just approved a new class of medicines which should help as far as in relapses. And but that's why things like this, the event Saturday is being held, is to raise money so research can go on. And so hopefully there'll be a cure. How long is the event Saturday morning?
Well, we have registration at 9. The walk is at 10. There's a 3-mile walk or a 1-mile walk. And we end with a good Subway lunch, and it's just a good, fun time, plus it's helping a good cause.
Great. Well, I will see you there Saturday morning, and hopefully we'll raise a lot of money.
I hope so.
Thanks for coming in, Pam. And it is now 7:46. Right now, let's go live to New York City. 6 months ago today, the Twin Towers were attacked by terrorists who had hijacked airplanes. It's a moment of silence in remembrance of those who died. It is now 7:48, and we are getting ready for more awards with the Oscars coming up. The SAG Awards were presented last night, the Golden Globes last month. Just incredible time for movies. It is now 7:49. Let's check in with Robert Osborne to tell us all about what's hot for the Oscars, what's hot in DVD release. Good morning.
Good morning to you. I think there are too many award shows, actually.
Do you really?
Yeah, I really do. You know, somebody didn't watch the Academy Awards last year, and they were asked why, and they said, I've seen Julia Roberts give her acceptance speech 4 times already.
Well, that is a good
point. Why do I want to... You know, so it used to be you'd go to watch the Academy Awards. It was the only big award show with great stars you got to see, but that's not the way it is anymore.
Exactly.
I think also a lot of times we don't get to see the Academy Award-nominated films because there's so many movies out there, you know, and we have other things to do with our life. But the great thing about DVDs, I have to say, is like this month, some of the Oscar nominees are already out on DVD. So if you haven't seen them in theaters, you can go to Amazon.com, order them, see them in your home the next day, such as Training Day with Denzel Washington, a great, great performance. And he's up for Best Actor of the Year this year and could certainly be the winner. That's out on DVD this month. Also, Sexy Beast, which earned a Best Supporting Actor Academy Award for Ben Kingsley, is out on DVD this month. And also, you know, Moulin Rouge is out, Bridget Jones' Diary, Memento, Ghost World, a lot of Oscar-nominated films. One of the people not in the Academy Award process this year, surprisingly, is Baz Luhrmann, who directed Moulin Rouge, which is up for 8 Oscars, but not for Best Director, even though it's so obviously a director's vision and a director's achievement. But he made 2 previous films, and they're both out on DVD this month, and I highly recommend both of them. One is Strictly Ballroom, wonderfully entertaining film that Baz Luhrmann directed. That's kind of the seed, actually, for Moulin Rouge. It's having its 10th anniversary this year, is out on DVD. And also Romeo and Juliet, a very little scene version of the Shakespearean play with Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes. That's done with the Shakespearean dialogue, but updated to Verona Beach of a futuristic time. And that's out and great fun to watch. I always recommend people go to Amazon.com, check on the DVD store. It lists every one of the titles of everything that's available and all the extras on each one. And there's something, by the way, like 17,000 titles available on DVD right now.
So what a selection. You know, Shirley Temple won special Oscar awards in 34 and 92, and 3 of her films just came out on DVD recently. What are they?
Yeah, and surprisingly, you know, very few of Shirley Temple's films are out on DVD. In fact, I think prior to this, just one of her films, The Little Princess, is out. But now we get 3 of Shirley Temple's best films: Bright Eyes from 1934, Dimples from 1936, and Heidi from 1937. Great for the family, great for the kids, especially the little girls in the family. I mean, Shirley Temple is adorable.
Oh, exactly.
The great thing also, I think, is the fact that all these 3 movies were originally released in black and white, and indeed are in black and white on the DVD, but they're also in color. So you get your choice. You can watch it in black and white or color.
Oh, that's great. One more quick question. How many Best Picture Oscar-winning movies are out on DVD right now?
There are 73 films that have won Academy Awards, and 60 of them are out on DVD. Starting, I think the first one that's out is All Quiet on the Western Front from 1930, a great war film, and as recent as last year's Gladiator.
Not bad at all. Thank you so much for keeping us up to date and getting us ready for all these movies. We'll see you later. And we'll be right back. Don't go away.
Fox 10 News FBI Files. Only with anchor Bob Gripp. Only on Fox 10 News. Fox 10 News is brought to you in part by Alabama Power. Meteorologist Jason Smith. Accurate and reliable. Only on Fox 10 News.
It's warming up outside. We're still in the 40s in some areas, 44 in Mobile, and in the 30s in other areas in Evergreen right now at 34 degrees. But watch us warm on up into the 60s today as the sun is out right now, and that's really helping things out. We're also going to see a change in our wind pattern. The wind that was out of the north last night is going to turn around out of the south, and we'll see a little bit more warm air coming our way, but right now we're seeing some clearing occurring right in Mobile and Baldwin counties. A few clouds over on the Florida Panhandle and more clouds back off to the west. They will be heading our way throughout the day today. Here's your Fox 10 News Futurecast for today, and we're talking about rainfall entering the forecast area by tonight. Starting out about 8 o'clock, just a few clouds around the area. But by noontime, rain starts to appear on the Futurecast. Rain showers back into Mississippi. They're already starting to develop right now. And by 8 o'clock tonight, you can see some green on the map very close to Mobile. We're right about here, so watch for those rain showers tonight. It could become heavy at times, as we'll see a chance of rain of about 80%. But for today, a few scattered showers late in the day, mainly isolated showers with mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures in the upper 60s with an east wind at 10 miles an hour. Tonight, showers and thunderstorms. Chance of rain 80%. Temperatures will be around 50 degrees with a southeast wind at 10. And here is your Fox 10 News 5-day forecast for the rest of the week. We'll be clearing out after some pretty heavy rain on Tuesday. A really nice day Wednesday through Friday with temperatures in the 70s. And we'll have more Fox 10 News right after this. So don't go away.
It's time for our drawing for our first bull riding winner.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. And Michael Kelting, who you will beat later this week, is going to draw. There's his hand. You're not going to see anything but his hand. All right, let's see if we have a phone number and a name. Thank you, Michael. Okay. Phone number, name, everything. Jennifer Scott.
How about that? From Silver Hill.
Congratulations, Jennifer, and we'll get back with you in a minute. Also, rain tonight?
Rain tonight and into tomorrow. We're looking at a pretty good chance of rain, about 80%. Here's your Fox 10 News 5-day forecast. Tuesday looks wet as well, so pretty warm today in the middle 60s, but some rain tonight.
Join us tomorrow. Friends from the zoo are going to be here with some Easter critters.
All right.
We'll see you then.